What's going on, YouTube? Check this out. So I did complete the IRS swap. I wanted to show y'all what all was entailed. Short video, just because, right, you don't want to see a fucking 30-minute video. So super important part, this was a 92 four-cylinder vehicle. You can see this was a 01 Cobra rear end, so it had the differential brace that goes over, but it doesn't have like the two supporting little bolt notches. So I did buy that, and I'll show you that in a second. But you could see what I had to do. I just drilled out the bottom of this bracket just so that I can fit a bolt. You can see that I didn't use the existing hole. I think it'll be just fine. Let me know what you think in the comments, but I did cut through my trunk to fix these bolts, and I'll make that another video if you're interested. But I did make some holes, that way these two guys will be supporting the IRS. This one will be a little bit, obviously the weight of the car is sitting on here, so what we care about here is sideways pull and push, if that makes sense. So when you're making a hard turn, the car has a tendency, right, to want to roll this way. So these guys are here not only for support this way, just a little bit, because if you notice it's kind of pushing down on it, but ultimately it's movement of the car left and right versus up and down. So these guys weren't super important. I still did it just for full support. This is, I think I said earlier, but this is a 01 Cobra rear end. What is nice is it comes with the 31 spline axles. Why I wanted to do it was because of that reason. I wanted to put in rear disc brakes, and the car had really bad body roll, so kind of kill two birds with one stone was doing the IRS. That way I don't have to do panhard bar, and what's that other joint? Torque arm. So this is what it ended up looking like. I did do the diff brace by Steeda. I didn't do the Ford differential cover. A couple $100, but I thought this was really nice. I think it kind of looks killer, and a local dude did really good. I'll put it in the description where I got it. I did get it rebuilt locally by a dude. 373 gears. I've already ran it, beat it to death a few times. No vibration, and it doesn't have the bull nuts back here. I just ensured my pinion angle was within 4 degrees, so I could show you that too. I do have dumps right now, and they're just angled to the side. You can see, hopefully you don't get nauseous, I'm kind of laying down. They're angled to the side, so it's still coming out under the vehicle, but that way they push out versus down, because like down kind of, if you're driving, right, it would kind of still push up, but if you push it away, at least the air will have a tendency to want to go away from the car. I put in, what are these, Magnaflow 5x8 glass packs. This way I don't get that nasty rasp. And then all these clamps and stuff, I got them on Amazon, super cheap, like $40. I did put Bilstein, I think they're B6s, so that they're for lowered vehicles, because I did put in Ibach lowering springs. So yeah, 31 spline axles. I put disc brakes. You can see here a lot of the stuff like I got, these were Amazon's go-to. So some simple little hangers. This is just so that it doesn't move this direction, so it doesn't fall out of the hanger hole. Hopefully you can see it, it's super blurry. What else is interesting? So the shocks, they go right into the struts, so no issue. Or I'm sorry, the towers in the rear end, that was totally wrong, sorry. The biggest pain in the ass with this was the bushings, so that took me a month. Changed all those rubbers to polyurethane. Drilling it, cutting it, cleaning it up took forever. I didn't burn them like everybody else does. I used a press, and then putting them in was easy, maybe a day, but it took like a month to cut all of them, press them out, take my time, so I don't destroy it. You could see the old support for when I have the old pumpkin, right, the live rear axle. that guy. So when I left it in there, it's maybe like 8 pounds. I don't care, but you could see I also did do the brakes. So I mean, you kind of had to. This guy, Maximum Motorsports, it was I think $200. So pretty simple. This guy, hopefully you guys can see it okay. So the Cobra IRS swap into a Fox kit is all ready to go. You have to bend the lines a little bit, but it worked out really nicely. And this guy just goes to my connector, which is over there. Hopefully you guys can see it. Difficulty of like this whole guy, it was actually pretty hard just because lining up the holes. So obviously it wasn't, not that the IRS isn't meant for this car, the holes are pretty close, but yeah, it's one of those things where you kind of have to bang, move it around, use pry bars. It isn't exactly, but it actually drives really straight. I need to get an alignment. I didn't mess with any of these toe links, alignment links, because obviously it was previously aligned, and the car runs really straight. It's night and day difference. What else did I do? I can see these guys are weeping a little bit. So these are Taurus rear calipers. I wanted more bite. I have the Cadillac ATS disc brakes in the front, so I needed a larger caliper in the rear. Yeah, it's crazy how easy it brakes now. So drum brakes in the Fox suck. These are a huge deal, and my handbrake works, so big time win. I do have the stock wheels on here. I didn't put like Cobra wheels or anything, and I have 0 rubbing. You can see. What do I have here? Yeah, like finger and a half or something. I don't have sausage fingers though, so be aware. Probably like, I don't know, half an inch, 3/4 of an inch fingers. But you can see I do have a little bit of, pokes out a little bit, but I'm actually okay with it. Wheels are another $1,200. If I get like some Apex or get some with a different offset, they may work. But right now I want to drive the car a little bit. But yeah, let's go back over here. So 373 gears, rebuilt it at a local joint. I'll put it in the comments or in the description section. New flange. So this guy is the OG flange. You can see it up here, and I did put one of those Boss. So this was what I was speaking about earlier. The differential brakes, so super important. I didn't want wheel hop. I'm at what, close to 500 wheel horsepower. Obviously not exactly, maybe a little bit lower or higher, who cares. Smiles, right, is what we want. Pretty much gap everybody, whatever the power number is. But this guy, trying to eliminate wheel hop and obviously braking stuff, but I won't do any kind of 0 to 60 launches. I feel like it attracts a lot of attention doing dumb shit like that. More of a roll. I like to roll on it. So if you ease on it, you break less stuff. Stuff is always breaking already. But yeah, everything I did here was polyurethane. I didn't do full tilt boogie or any of that junk. I wanted to make sure the car was still a really nice ride, and now it rides like a new car. Oh, cool! You can see up there. You can see fiberglass thing, but yeah, they are straight through. So 5x8 straight through. There's enough clearance at the bottom. T56 Magnum. I didn't have to do anything to the aluminum drive shaft. It worked just fine. Hopefully you guys aren't nauseous in this angle. Let's see this. This is what it looks like from the back. I may do some crazy exhaust. I kind of don't want to do the old school just because the pipe gets quite hot actually, and a lot of the length of the pipe runs kind of horizontally and then up, so it actually is heating up the tank, and I don't want to do that. So I'm thinking of maybe doing like a Spin Tech, not the Spin Tech mufflers, but like Spin Tech pipe just going out the side. I think that'd be wicked. So yeah, now when you see the car from behind, it's night and day. It's crazy nice. What else did I have to do? I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like on the side. But yeah, I didn't do any welding. 0 welding required. You guys can weld them, and I think I'll weld them after. Okay, you can see the tires poke out a little bit. See what it looks like from the side. Now put it down so you can see. Oh. Yeah, this is the clearance you'll get from the exhaust. Not bad. I think I get 4 inches of clearance. That's definitely enough. Oh yeah, you want to see the springs? See if you can see. Yeah, so I put new top and bottom. What are they? Polyurethane as well, I'm sure. Same place. I'll put in the description too. I bought it all the same. Just a big kit, maybe like $200 or something like that. I did do the new cross axis. What is it, SBC? They're like $50 each, which is crazy. So it's like over $200. But yeah, it ends up pretty expensive. I think it was $1,500 just for the IRS itself, miscellaneous stuff, built in the diff, like 30. I think I ended up like $3,300 all in. I could put the numbers together. But yeah, spending a lot of time, right, putting the bushings in, greasing them. You can see everything's nicely greased. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. The car runs way better. I think it's superior, if you ask me, than a torque arm and a panhard bar. There's this whole bunch of stuff on the net that Maxim Motorsports or whoever, right, all the gurus say, hey, it is equivalent. Like once you put those in and you dial it in, fair, right? But this guy is enough for me. I can just screw it in. Obviously, it took some time and it was a fun project, but I'd rather do this just because it is just a more superior setup. At the same time, I maybe would have spent like $1,000 less, but I was at 28 spline axles, so I updated the axles. I have less body roll, less what is the unweighted mass or whatever the hell, not the rotating mass of the tires, but unsprung weight. There we go. So it moved right the weight. So now that I don't have this big axle, it's now whatever, moved up or down, can't think right now. I'm running out of battery on my phone. But yeah, ultimately, so I have 31 spline axles. I get less body roll. Disc brakes is just, and it rides better, right? So I'm not tracking all the time, but I do like driving around town, and obviously the roads, potholes, bumps, whatever. It's just a really smooth car now, so I highly recommend it. It's one of those ones you gotta pay to play, but this is like project car, so now it just rips. So super fun. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm excited. Been driving it a bunch. Next thing, maybe differential cooler, transmission cooler, fix a bunch of leaks. But yeah, thanks y'all for watching. See y'all again. Peace.